Hey community, I'm going to share with you today a couple things on my account here, my own personal TradeStation account. Um, SKT, Tangier outlets, they basically run those outlet malls that you see like Nike, Gap, etc. They get paid rents, and those rents get passed through to the stockholders because it's a real estate investment trust. So they have to pay out, I believe it's 90% of profits to keep their real estate investment trust structure and whatever benefits they get from doing that. But I'm selling calls right now. Here is the stock over the past 10 years. You see it hit a high there in 2016, and since then it's just been crushed. You know what's been going on with retail. I don't need to go over that. But they stopped paying their dividend temporarily, which doesn't surprise me. They did that back in 2008, I believe. And so now we're back here to these super low levels, which for me is great. I love that. So I can sell calls now. Okay, so my theory is we're pretty much at a bottom. If it goes a little lower, fine, whatever. You see the volumes picking up here, people are buying. But if this keeps just slowly trading up, if it does nothing, that'll be fine for me. Because what I did here is I sold July 17th, next month, call for 35 bucks, 37 bucks, whatever. And I bought 100 shares to be able to sell that call. You got to own the shares because if somebody exercises that call and it is a 7 strike call, which means if it goes up to 7 or higher before July 17th, the person who bought that call from me is probably going to say, okay, I'm going to use my option now and I'm going to make you sell me the stock at 7. But I bought it at 6.33. So if it goes to 7, I make that 70 bucks, 70 cents times 100, 70 bucks. That's cool with me. And I'll sell it to him. But I'll forego any profits over $7 a share. And I still get to keep that extra 35 bucks. So I paid $630. And if it goes up to 7, I make the 70 plus the 35, which would be about 100 bucks off of 700 bucks, which is, uh, see, you don't have to be great at math to do stock options. It's like 1/7. Okay, so I guess maybe I'm going to say about 15%. That's only in July. I can turn around and do this month. Every month, July, August, September. I just keep on selling the option chains back out to July, August, September, October, and they'll add more in here after, but you got July, September. You just keep on selling. So depending on where the stock price goes, now that's the scenario if it goes to 7. If it does nothing, then I don't make that profit to 7, but the option will just expire worthless and I'll just keep the 35 bucks. Still good price. If you keep doing this every month over a year's time, that's still a great percentage for you. And if they start paying their dividends again, which I'm sure they will, I'll make sure I get out of these positions before the quarterly dividends hit, which is 4 times a year, and I can give those to you at a later video if I feel nice. So it's a super great strategy. I like it. It could go against you if the stock goes down, right? So say it goes down to $5 a share, then say 5.50 a share, then you've lost $80, but you still get to keep this. And then you can keep doing it again, doing it again, doing it again. So what I'm saying is because it's so low here, it's gone down so much, I like my entry point, okay? And so there is a possibility where you could lose on the actual price of the stock or the company goes, bankrupt. Those are possible, worst case, very rare circumstances, which I'm willing to do that. So here's the idea of selling calls. Now, you can also sell puts. So if say they took they took that it goes to 7 and he go ahead and opts to make me sell him the shares, then my 100 shares are now gone at 7. I made that 100 bucks or so, and now I don't own the shares anymore. Okay, well, what I could do is maybe I want to get back in the shares, right? Because I want to do it again. So I'll sell a put, but it's going to be covered by my cash. So say I choose to sell, it went to 7, and I'm going to say, okay, well, I'm going to sell a $6 put, which means that if it goes down to 6 or less, that they're going to make me buy it. But I want to buy it, so that's fine with me, right? So I'll sell a $6 put at, say $100, and I'll get that $100 or $50, whatever it's trading at. I'll get that 50 bucks no matter what, because I sold that put. Now, if it goes down and they stick it to me, then I'll have to buy those shares, which I wanted to, at $6. That's great. If it doesn't go down to 6 and it just keeps going up, well, I don't get the shares, but I still get to keep the $50. So that's how you kind of go in and out of selling puts, selling calls on the same kind of trajectory, the same position over and over again. And I'm not looking at this really as making profit off the stock, although I do like the entry point, and that's a big part of it. But I'm looking at it as a percentage of that $700 or $630 investment, and more of like, I want to get the dividends from this company, and I want to get a steady flow of income from selling the calls and selling the puts. So it's a more conservative strategy, something that I really enjoy doing. So that's just one example. I'm going to be adding to this position over the year and showing you a little bit more about how you'll get the dividends and on what exact dates you have to buy on or you have to own the stock on to get the dividends. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys on the next video, all right? Bye-bye.